my very special guest. Put your hands together. Freez Luv! It's Freez Luv! Yo! What's up, big homie?
Yo, what's up, baby?
How we doing, man? Freez Luv, ladies and gentlemen! He's back!
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for coming
What are
out.
you smoking on?
Oh, man, we got a hybrid right here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I love a hybrid. I love, like my favorite hybrid is any weed mixed with me. That's a good hybrid, right?
That's what it is right there,
yeah.
man. That's a mixture right there. Motherfucking Freez Luv. We haven't had Freez Luv on since the first season when we were in that other studio.
Yes.
Guys, Freez Luv has been busy since we last seen him, too.
Yes.
Tell us what you've been up to, Freez Luv.
Man, you got to check out, I got a podcast that's called Freez Talks, FreezTalks, and that's hashtag Freez Talks. We just hit over 10,000 subscriptions. Let's see. Yeah, thank you, man. We're on our 18th episode, and it's going great.
What do you talk about on
We
that?
talk about any fucking thing I want to, and I smoke a lot of weed. So.
Yes, that's the kind of shit.
Yeah,
we do
it's
now.
really comedy, culture, and consciousness. You can wrap it up in a. You know, I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been a stand-up comedian for 26 years.
You're a killer, man.
Yo, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, I started here in L.A. I did 10 years in L.A. Then I moved to New York. Did 13 years there. Toured with Charlie Murphy for 8.5 years.
Yeah.
Hard body. I mean, we did 3 world tours. And, you know, I toured with Charlie Murphy so much that I could joke like him anytime I want to, motherfucker. Yeah. That's my brother.
It's
God
like
rest his
he's
soul.
here right now.
But
man.
on the real, you know, I moved back to LA from New York and just started, you know, really trying to get into the stand-up grind of LA, which is different than the stand-up grind of New York. And that's how I ran across Brandon Briggs.
Shout out to
My
Brandon
man,
Briggs.
Brandon
That's the homie out there.
And that's how I met you. That's how I met a lot of, you know, I like to fuck with young comedians and do their shows because, you know, guys that are my age, you know, I don't want to see these motherfuckers. I love them, but I've seen them enough. You know, what the fuck? I like to meet new people. We're comedians. We feed off each other. I don't want to keep feeding off the same old fucks.
Exactly.
It's still jokes, you fucks.
They're out there doing that shit?
What?
Are they
Look,
taking
that's a
it?
part of comedy, man.
Yeah.
You're never, ever going to get rid of the joke thief. Never. Doesn't even make sense to get mad at them or hate them. Thank them. Because the reality is, if they're stealing your joke, then that means you're dope.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I'm
got
looking
some
forward to
dope
that
shit.
shit, man.
And don't get hung up on your dope shit. Keep creating more dope shit.
That's right.
The shit of mine that they're stealing is like, honestly, like 5-6 years old. I'm that much ahead. My shit is like, I always wanted to be the source. Be the source. Don't be the biter. I mean, there's enough biters. You know, I know some are here tonight.
There you go.
Hey, that's part of the game, though. You know, there's a million ways to be successful at this craft. So I'm not knocking anybody's. I just know.
And you know some of those success, man.
Oh,
You know
man.
some ways, man. You have a very successful podcast. Tell us about how you got it there, man.
Dude, it was.
We want Channel 310 to be on that level one day, man. We're about to hit 1,000, but when we're at 10,000, dude, you're a fucking killer. Tell us about that.
It started with the cat that I know from way back in the day named Zoe Williams. He has a couple of podcasts. He has Zoe Williams, The Voice of Reason, Zoe Williams, The Zoe What Show. What else? He also has a show called Mansions. Good friend from back in the day. He says, yo, man, you should do a podcast. And I was like, I don't know. What the fuck is that? He says, you know Corey Holcomb, another comedian, very funny. If you don't know Corey Holcomb,
Shout
yes,
out.
he does a show called The 5150 with So What. So he says, come up to the show, man. Corey would love to see you. I'm like, what show? He's like, it's a podcast. I was like, yo, you mean that's radio shit? Is he like, no, it's video, it's radio, it's whatever. Just come. So I went to the 5150. I loved it. Corey Holcomb, Darlene Ortiz, Zoe Williams. This is the crew. And they just welcomed me with open arms. And his fans, the 5150 fans, big shout out. I'm sorry. Any show on the internet, I don't think there's anybody like 5150 fans.
That's the kind of fans we're looking
Yo,
for.
I'm telling you.
That's
And
beautiful.
now they're becoming Freeze Talk fans.
There
so
you go.
I'm thankful, man. And it's about passion. That's why I wanted to come do this show.
And I appreciate you.
Because I love this show. Look at this is fucking original, man. Give it up for my man. Leave
Hey,
it.
the Heights Night Show, bro.
Hey, that's what keeps our business alive, is originality. That's why I don't like joke thieves. It's like, yo, you're fucking biting your own tail. We're a unit. Let's go forward. Let's be creative. Let's congratulate a motherfucker when they do a joke that you wish you would have did. Don't steal it. Say, yo, man, fuck that. That inspires me to come out of left field.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it should be inspiration.
Because, hey, man, look at this. This is fucking awesome, dude.
I
Thank
appreciate
you for having
man.
me. I
You're
mean
killing it. What you got coming up?
My special. I'm dropping my special.
Yeah.
How can I forget that? My special. I did a special after 26 years of comedy. Like I said, it's my special. I produced it. I'm an executive producer of it. I produced it with a guy by the name of Race Denton, and another guy by the name of Richard Dixon. And the funding for my special was, I don't think could be anything more organic. I was doing a show for the homeless in Compton, and it was a good show. It was, it was one of those things. It was like, yo, I gotta give back. It's not gonna be any money. Compton, shit. Anytime I get a chance to make somebody laugh in Compton, you take that chance.
Yeah.
They could be shooting at you in Compton. They came to laugh. I'm encouraging that. But anyway, from that, I met a gentleman who said, look, man, what you did was awesome. What are you trying to do? I said, well, I've been trying to get, funding together for a special. He's like, look, I know some investors. Let's make this happen. And they put up the bread. I went and got this guy named Race Denton, who I did a film with years ago. In like 1997, we did a film, or 98, we did a film called Flight of the Bumblebee. There was a short film that won a Showtime African American Filmmakers Showcase Award. And he directed it, and his wife, Linda Hamlin Denton, wrote it. And she's actually my co-host on Freeze Talks.
Okay.
So this is like a self-contained unit. We've worked with each other for years, and not worked with each other, came back and worked with each other. This was like stuff that we've been planning for years.
I love that, man.
And it just naturally came about.
What's the special gonna be called?
The special is called Finally Freez Luv.
All right.
And man, I couldn't be more proud of it. It's, for me, it's one thing to do a special. You knock a special down, but it's another thing to do a special that's really special.
Hell yeah.
And that's what I wanted. I didn't just want to do a cookie cutter special and run to Netflix and say, hey, buy this, which they would have did. But doing it this way, it was something that's organic. It's really a part of me. It's a part of the director. It was co-directed by Race Denton and Dominique Brown, and it's a real. I'm telling you,
I'm looking
it's a
forward
game
to it,
changer.
man. When's
man.
it gonna come out?
We're actually, because now that we got the podcast, we got 10,000 subscriptions.
Yeah.
We're like, wait a minute. Fuck trying to take this any place. We're gonna sell it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do a little bit more promotion on it and build up our numbers a little more and just sell it right from our channel.
That's beautiful.
It's
man.
Independence Day.
I support that shit.
I thank you, man, and
Absolutely.
I support all independent artists, producers, directors, actors, comedians, musicians. This is the best time. Take it from a guy that's been in this business. There's no better time than now. You couldn't do this. 10 years ago, it was difficult. 20 years ago, forget it. You could not do this. So it's the fact you can. That's why, like I said, I fuck with young comedians, young talent, because
Absolutely.
they're hungry and you can't. They don't understand. No, they're like, what do you mean no? Fuck you, dude. I'm posting this now. And it's like, damn, it's posted. Man, I appreciate it. And it's up to me to tell you guys, look, man, don't feel bad because you don't have the big film trucks and you don't have a craft service. That's bullshit. You got an idea, you got access, you got friends, you got fellow comedians and the fellow actors. Do it. Just start doing it. Do it. It's not, there is no level. The level is going to show in your passion. So
Feel it, man.
That's what I'm
saying. Guys, look for Finally Freez Luv. Is going to be out on his channel.
Yes.
From his people, independent shit, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Freez Luv! Yeah! Special, stick around.